The Enlightenment Practices of Patanjali, Step 2. The 5 Commitments, Building the Inner Fire. Before the deep stillness of samadhi can arise, a fire must be lit. Not the fire of effort alone, but the luminous heat of devotion. The flame that purifies, the warmth that awakens. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the second stage of spiritual evolution is not restraint, but observance. The 5 Commitments. Sacred alignments that awaken a deeper power not by will, but by inner harmony. If the first step clears the ground, the second step plants the seed and fans the flame. This is the quiet beginning of tapas, the inner fire of transformation. Section 1. The shift from restraint to activation. In Step 1, we explored the Niyamas, the 5 restraints. They taught us to stop scattering our energy, to clear space for what is sacred. But now Patanjali turns us inward. The Niyamas, or 5 commitments, are not about avoiding harm. They are about awakening the soul's natural heat, the fire that refines, ripens, and reveals. If the Yamas are like drawing a boundary, the Niyamas are like lighting a lamp within it. Together they create the field where meditation can blossom. Let us walk through each of these commitments, not as rules, but as sacred agreements with the self. Section 2, Commitment 1, Shaucha, the refinement of purity. The first vow is Shaucha, often translated as purity, but it means more than physical cleanliness. It means refinement. Refinement of body, refinement of speech, refinement of thoughts. To live with Shaucha is to constantly clear away what no longer serves, emotionally, mentally, and energetically. In this way, your inner space becomes like a temple, your mind becomes like a still lake, and your body becomes a channel for light. Begin simply. Clean your altar, take a sacred bath, or clear your digital space. The act is outer, but the effect is inner. Purity is not perfection. Purity is clarity. Section 3. Commitment 2. Santosha, the flame of contentment. The second vow is Santosha, contentment. A subtle vow, a radical one. In a world that whispers not enough, Santosha is the soul's quiet yes, not passive acceptance, but active peace with the present moment. When you stop reaching, you begin receiving. When you stop resisting, the doorway opens. This commitment trains your awareness to see beauty in simplicity, to pause and feel the sacredness of now, even in pain, even in silence. The fire of contentment is not loud, it glows softly, and it burns away the chains of craving. Section 4. Commitment 3. Tapas, the fire of discipline. Now we meet the central flame, tapas. This is the sacred fire of inner effort, the heat that transforms intention into experience. Tapas does not mean punishment or strain. It means consistency, courage, and reverence for the path. Waking early even when the mind resists, sitting in stillness when emotions swirl, chanting your mantra with love even on tired days. Each act of tapas is a sacred offering, and each time you return to practice, the flame grows steadier until it becomes part of you. Without tapas, the teachings remain ideas. With tapas, they become living fire. Section 5, Commitment 4. Svadhyaya, the mirror of self-study. The fourth vow is Svadhyaya, self-study. To study oneself is to become the seer of your own script, to turn the light of awareness inward and ask, who am I beneath the noise? This commitment includes sacred texts, yes, but also the sacred text of your own life. When you sit in reflection, when you notice your patterns without judgment, when you listen to silence like a teacher, you are practicing Svadhyaya. This vow transforms your inner world from chaos into a living scripture, and slowly you begin to see the ego not as a truth, but as a mask, and beyond that mask, the flame of being. Section 6, Commitment 5, Ishvara Pranadhana, the sacred surrender. And now the final vow, the softest, the most powerful, Ishvara Pranadhana, surrender to the divine. After you purify, After you cultivate contentment, discipline, and insight, you must let go. This commitment is the bridge between effort and grace. It is the silent recognition that something deeper moves through you, that you are not the doer, but the doorway. This vow is not weakness. It is trust in the highest intelligence. To surrender is to bow not in defeat, but in awe. And from that bowing rises the light of true liberation. Section 7. How these commitments reshape the inner world. When you honor these 5 commitments, something profound begins to shift. The body softens, the mind steadies, the energy aligns, and within you a fire begins to glow, not of ego, not of willpower, but of soul. These 5 vows are not steps to enlightenment. They are preparations for its arrival. They do not cause samadhi. They create the conditions in which samadhi is possible. They make you a vessel, refined, steady, empty, and ready. Section 8. How to begin this step today. Don't try to practice all 5 at once. Begin with 1. Just 1. Today, reflect on contentment, or light a candle as an act of tapas, or read a single verse and sit with it, or whisper, "I surrender," to the silence around you. Let the 5 commitments weave slowly into your life, like threads of gold, and let each one feed the fire of your awakening. Closing reflection. These are not just moral disciplines. They are sacred flames. Each one lights a part of your inner world until the whole self glows from within. In the end, these are not things we do. They are qualities we become. When the fire is lit, the illusions melt, and what remains is clear, radiant, and free. This is the second step. Build the fire. Tend it well. Stillness will come. If this spoke to your heart, I invite you to continue walking with me. Step by step, we'll move deeper into the original map of Patanjali, not as theory, but as transmission. Subscribe to stay close to the path. And if you feel called to support this work, you can now become a member through the join button below. Your presence matters, your practice matters, and your fire will light the way for others.